Here on Bulls Island at Cape Romain National Wildlife Refuge, we're experiencing sea level rise and climate change right now. Cape Romain National Wildlife Refuge was originally established for the protection of migratory birds, and so we manage these impoundments for migratory birds, waterfowl, shorebirds, wading birds. The failure of that levee will lead to a wholesale transition in habitats across the island into a more saltwater tolerant area like salt marsh, which could be good for certain species, but a lot of species that we're managing for and have been managing for the past 90 years or so, those are going to change. And it's that change that we must adapt to.
The good news is that this is a living laboratory for scientists to come and study these kinds of phenomenon on the coast. We know that sea level rise is an enormous problem for the Fish and Wildlife Service and agencies that manage natural habitat. What we can learn from that is how those changes affect the species that use the habitat and how much impact it has on those populations in the flyway, such as shorebirds, seabirds, waterfowl, wading birds, and certainly the huge population of alligators that we have in Jack's Pond on Bulls Island.
It's important to realize that there's nothing level about sea level. The next high tide is always going to be different from today's high tide. So the way people will see sea level rise isn't just a bathtub rising. It's going to be seen in the extremes. It's going to be seen in the frequency of high tide events, of extreme high tide events, the frequency that the tide overwashes a seawall or overwashes a dune area. That's the way people will experience sea level rise. It's not a bathtub, it is the frequency of those high tide events.